Welcome into Transcend on Sunday. I'm your host, Dr. Earl B. Hall. Look, are you looking for answers, but religion, gurus, and the plethora of courses you've taken are just not answering them for you? You've been dedicated, vigilant, and a real executor, but you're still not seeing the results you want? Deeper than that, you are even questioning if you will ever have the life you want. Programs don't matter. Coaches don't matter. If you don't fix the root cause of your trouble, nothing else will matter. Let's get into it right here on Transcend on Sunday with Dr. Earl B. Hall. Yeah. Okay, so on Transcend Sunday with Dr. Earl B. Hall, what I want to talk about today is really so many people are bogged down taking online courses, hiring coaches, hiring mentors, trying to find the answers to life's biggest problems, trying to find success, trying to find a spouse, trying to find a better life. And what I do at my website, it's www.drearlbhall.com. And what I've realized over the years, that especially that I've been in the coaching space and doing these things, especially in the spiritual realm, I'm a spiritual leader. There's some key things that I've discovered in my 50 years on the planet. I'll be 50 years old on October 3rd. So don't forget to send me a happy birthday message. Cash is always fine. But here's the thing, and I want you to really listen to what it is that I have to say about this whole thing around coaching and hiring mentors and doing things of that nature, which before you get too deep off into this, or I get too deep off into this, that's perfectly fine that you do that. But here's the question that you have to ask yourself. For all the courses that you've taken online, for all the classes, for all the coaches, for all the studying and the watching of YouTube videos and Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff, what kind of difference has this made in your life? What kind of significant success with all of these things have you had? And here's where I'm going with this. If you take a look at, let's just say 10 people take the same course or hire the same coach or study the same program that you do, right? And 3 of them become successful, but the other 7 don't. They don't make a dent. There's nothing that happens, and you can more closely relate this to people that try and start businesses and take a course to start that business or learn more about that business. So you can definitely correlate that with that. So 3 of them become successful, 7 of them don't. Well, why don't those 7 become successful? Why don't those 7 people that have taken the same course become successful as those 3? Well, there's a defining factor that I have really been looking so hard at, and that I discovered a few years ago, especially since I've been in the coaching space. Why are some people successful and why are some people not? Well, the thing behind this is, and the reason why, is you have to look at, if those 3 people were successful using the exact same information that you're using, then it's not the information that's faulty. It's you. Now, that might be kind of hard to hear because I know it's kind of hard for me to say, but I've been saying it a lot lately. You really have to look at yourself. Now, this could come down to a bunch of different things, and I'm going to get into some of the key things here. So it could come down to you're just not executing the way you should be executing on the information. But I'm here to tell you that the main reason why people are not successful, the number one main reason, is because they don't have the belief in themselves that they can be, or there are subconscious self-limiting beliefs and blocks that they have to get rid of. And then the big one, they don't understand the laws of the universe and how to manifest what it is that they actually want to have happen. Those are the 3 things that matter most. If you don't have the belief in yourself, I don't care the coach that you hire, the program you take, the course you take, or the book you read, does not matter. If you don't know or have not gotten rid of those things from your past that you don't even know that are holding you back because they're subconscious. You don't even realize it. And if you don't have the belief in yourself that you can actually accomplish the thing that you're looking to accomplish, but you're always negative, you're not, you beat yourself up, the recorder in your mind is always saying something negative, and you always give yourself a out. Oh, well, this probably won't work anyway. It won't. It won't. It was Henry Ford, I believe, that said, in regards to, if you think you can, or you think you can't, in both cases you're right. It's just that simple. And so many people put the voodoo curse on themselves. Oh, well, it may not work anyway. Nothing I've ever tried has ever worked. You just put the voodoo curse on yourself to know that nothing is actually going to work. So I want to tell you this, because we're going to get down to something here that I believe is extremely important. Manifesting what it is that you want to have happen. How do you do that? How do you control and master the laws of the universe, of God, of faith, of love, of your higher self? How do you master these things? First of all, you have to know how to have that relationship. Understand that you've already won. It's so funny because we're here to be successful and to flourish and to live and love our best life. And obviously, so many people don't do that. And we've been conditioned so many times to look at ourselves in such a way that we don't even think high enough of ourselves in many cases. Sometimes we do, but sometimes we don't. We don't think high enough of ourselves to know that we are the masters of the universe. We can manifest the things that we desire and want, and we're worthy of it, and there is nothing we have to do to earn it. So many times people hold themselves back because they think, well, I haven't really lived a good life, or, I stole some candy yesterday from the convenience store. Whatever the thing is that you put in your way that pushes you away from your birthright of being able to live a life of joy, freedom, love in particular. I learned a hard lesson a while back, and I'm glad I learned the lesson. It wasn't a hard lesson, but it was a freeing lesson that I learned. And when you talk about, people taking courses and things of that nature online, but not really manifesting what they want to manifest in their businesses, and why that doesn't happen. A while back, a few years ago, I hired a coach. I won't call her name out here, but many of you know who she is, just because you know me. But I'd hired a coach, and I'd been in her program for about 3 weeks to 4 weeks, something around in that nature. And we were on a group coaching call. And so it was my turn to talk, right? It was my turn to ask for help as far as what I needed help with, or what I thought I needed help with. And so everything that I knew up to that point, put it to you this way, I knew I was good. I knew I could build a business. I'd already built it. I knew that I could be successful at what it is that I was doing, but I wasn't having the success that I really, really aspired to have. And so during this coaching call, I said something that came from a negative self-talk space, and she caught on to that, and she called me out. She goes, "There is no way that is you. We need to work on this right now." And she took the next 45 minutes on this coaching call. The next 45 minutes while people are listening, because it's a group call, and she focused in on what it was that I was talking about. She goes, "Earl, if you don't get through and over this, you will never reach the heights that I know you can reach. I know there is greatness. I know that you have a purpose in this life for what you're doing." Which, by the way, this show and what I'm doing at drearlbhall.com is really the culmination of that vision that I had back then. I'm doing it now. So she took me through a process where I had to dig into that self-limiting belief, and I had to get it transmuted. I had to get rid of it. It had to be gone in order for me to go to the levels that I wanted to go. And so many times you don't know what you don't know. You don't know that you are living this subconscious life, this pre-programmed thing going on. And quite honestly, by the time we're 35 years old, we're living on a program. You get up the same way, you eat the same breakfast, you go to work the same way, you do all the stuff you do exactly the same way every day. You feel the exact same way you feel every day. Can I go a little bit deeper? Human beings, all of us, think about 60 to 70,000 thoughts, 60 to 70,000 thoughts every day. Most of those thoughts are the same thoughts we had yesterday, the day before, last year. We're living a program. And if you don't learn to change your thoughts and to change your feeling behind the thoughts, your life will never change. So here we go. So she's taking me through this process of getting rid of this self-limiting belief, which was magical, quite honestly. She had me there crying on the phone in a group call, literally just, actually, I was sitting in the same spot during the call, just crying, going through this process. But the process worked. You want to know how I know it worked? Because I didn't get any new information. And I want you to hear this. I didn't get any new information. All I did was get rid of self-limiting belief. And in that week that phone call occurred, I generated over $60,000 in that week for my business. No new information, just getting rid of my self-limiting beliefs. That was the key. And when I saw that, what I really learned from that, and I take this into my coaching practice now, especially now, this year especially, I don't care the coach you want to hire. I don't care the mentor you want to follow. The information is not going to be the thing that gets you to where you want to get. It might be helpful because you need to know the information, but if there's stuff inside of you that has not been dealt with and gotten rid of, the information means nothing. And that's why I said, when I went through that process of getting rid of my self-limiting beliefs, there was no new information that I got to make me better in my business. The only thing that changed was me. And so when you look at, especially when you go to the website, drearlbhall.com, you're going to see me talk about these things. I've got a podcast. I've got a book that's out. You see it right behind me called Align with Your Purpose. It's on Amazon right now. I've got another book coming out October 3rd on my birthday, basically called Transcend as well. I'm in the process of writing it now. Excuse me. But I want you to really take a look at where you are in your life. And here's a key thing. If you blame people for your life situation, you will never win. When you take 100% ownership of your failure, you can take 100% ownership of your success. When you take 100% ownership of your failure and you own it, you have power over it. But as long as you blame someone or something or a circumstance or a situation, they have the power over you, and you've given it to them. That's why when we talk about forgiveness is not for that person. Who cares? Forgiveness is for you, because so many times you're holding a grudge. That person doesn't even remember what happened, but you're the only one that does. You've got to heal yourself. Physician, heal thyself. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. Those of you that saw the debacle before this one, thank you for watching that too, but I already deleted it off of my Facebook page, so you can't see it. But I would be glad to speak with any of you. There's a way that you can set up appointments with me if you go to the website, drearlbhall.com. Please do get the book. Here's my book. I had like 2 copies of it. Oh, here's one. I want you to get my book, Align with Your Purpose. It is on Amazon right now. And if you like it, give me a nice little review on that bad boy as well. People are enjoying the book. And I thank those of you that have gotten that book already, Align with Your Purpose. And just check out the website. A lot of stuff there. I've got a podcast there. I've got a YouTube channel. And now I've added the Sunday program. Not too sure if I'm going to be doing the program here on my personal Facebook page every Sunday, but we'll see how this goes. But I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Mary Ellen, Margie, Justin, Tamika. What's up, Tamika? Joe, Justin, there's Mary Ellen again, John Clark. Who else? Am I missing someone? I think I might be. So many people here. Oh my gosh. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. But every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, I will be doing this show. So if you want to keep up to date on that, please visit the website and the page for this Sunday show. Transition on Sunday with Dr. Earl B. Hall. And Conchita, hey, glad to have you here. Mark, wow. Mark Roberts. Is that Mark Roberts from high school? I'm just wondering. I don't know if that's Mark Roberts from high school or not. But I knew a Mark Roberts in high school. But you guys have a great Sunday. I love you guys. I hope this made sense. Please leave comments on the video. I would love to know what you thought about what I presented today. And believe me, we've got so much more coming in the weeks and months ahead. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.